Hello everyone. I know it has been a while, but first and foremost, I want to start this video off by saying Happy New Year. I hope that the new year has started off very well for some of you. Um, and I have a lot of updates for you guys, and I haven't made a video in a while, so this will kind of cover like where I've been and what I've been doing. So I ended up leaving my job. I gave a 2 week notice just because ever since the incident of me getting suspended, I felt that the morale towards me, it was constantly just coming at me with things that some of the stuff that they were coming at me about, I had no control over. I wasn't even, I've been out sick with bronchitis and upper respiratory infection, head cold, all kinds of things. I missed 2 weeks of work. And also, I was told when I got suspended that I would get a week's pay because I was suspended for however long, which was a week, and it ended up not being true. So I went a whole week without pay just due to a rumor and somebody coming at me. So there's that. And like I just said, I started out with an upper respiratory infection. I was put on 10 days of antibiotics for that. Then it went to bronchitis, and now I still have like congestion and postnasal drip, and I'm still coughing a little bit and sneezing. So I'm dealing with that. Um, but ultimately, I did give a 2 week notice and left that job because I didn't feel respected. I didn't feel like I mattered. And it seemed like every day that I was going into the office, people were coming at me with, just stuff that I hadn't even been there for because I was out for 2 weeks. Like literally, I called out for a week, went to the doctors the first time I had the upper respiratory infection, had a note to stay out for the rest of that week. Went back to work that Monday, called out Tuesday, went in Wednesday but got sent home, and ended up staying home the rest of that week because I couldn't work. And you don't get better when you don't rest. So with me not resting and waking up and going to work and stressing at work, that's going to keep my immune system down. I have no time to heal. But just the morale, like the attitude from people coming up to me and just all kinds of things that I had no control over, especially since I wasn't even in the office when these things took place and it still fell on me. It's almost like they just needed somebody to blame. So because I had already gotten in trouble, they were coming at me. And I would go and, the notes and look, and I wasn't even involved in half of this stuff. So that really irritated me. And there were just a series of events that led up to me just it broke the straw on the camel's back, and I was like, you know what, I'm done here. Like I don't feel appreciated. I don't feel like they deserve as hard as I've worked. I don't feel like I deserved to be pinpointed and picked on, basically. I don't feel that the accusation against me and the reason I got suspended was fair. They suspended me before even getting my side of the story and just took the word of one person, which is crazy. And I don't agree with that. And before I left, supposedly they're going to days and evenings and weekends because they want to compete with other walk-in clinics around the area. I didn't get in healthcare to compete with other facilities. I got in healthcare to legitimately care for people. That's the whole point of becoming a nurse. So I don't agree with that moral, and that's another reason why I don't want to compete with other people. It's I'm not there just for money, basically. And when they brought that up, they mentioned how much more other clinics around us are making because they are open on weeknights, and that's not why I chose healthcare. So I don't agree with that, and I'm not going to work for a company that is money hungry. So that's that. Sorry, I look like a wreck. I've been cleaning my. I decided to take a break and pop on here really quick. Anyways, so 2018. For those of you who have followed me for a while, 2018 was a really hard year for me. It was the worst year of my life. I lost my father very unexpectedly the day after my birthday. And it's coming up on a year that he's been gone. So getting used to him not being around has been extremely hard for me and my brother. And when my dad passed away, I'm trying not to get emotional. When my dad passed away, I never really had a chance to fully grieve because I had a full-time job. Like, life was life. I was working, I was paying bills, I was coming over to see him and eat dinner with him all the time, and then he pulled the fast one, and it just kind of shook everything up. I never had time to grieve because he never updated his beneficiary information, so I had to basically fight the person that he named as beneficiary and deal with lawyers and I was going to go to court if it didn't just fly over with lawyer, and luckily it did. But I just didn't I didn't have time to grieve properly. I didn't have time to cry. I didn't have time to think things over and thoroughly process the fact that my father had left this earth. And with everything piling up at work, being picked on, and one thing after another at work, I was just like, you know what? My mental health is more important than anything right now. And mentally, especially going to work every day there after that whole suspension issue, I just wasn't in a good mental capacity. I wasn't in a good mental space. Not saying I was like suicidal or anything crazy, but I hated going to work every day because I knew as soon as I walked in, people are going to come at me with BS that I had nothing to do with, or BS that I can't control or change. And it always fell back on me. And the teamwork was horrible, and it was just annoying. So I quit my job to take some time off and take care of my father's house and fix the things that need to be fixed, thoroughly clean things, and go through things because I still haven't been through all of his paperwork. I haven't gone through some of his things thoroughly, and I want to find a job / career in nursing where I feel at home, where they appreciate me, and want to help me grow as a nurse, want to help me grow as a person. And I want them to appreciate all of the hard work that I always put into my work. So that's that. 2018 is over. I can't go back in the past and, bring my dad back. I can't go back in the past and fix the fights that me and my brother had with his side of the family. What's done is done. I've cut them off completely, and I'm okay with that. You guys, they were crappy towards me first. And me being the older sibling, I'm going to protect me and my brother. Plain and simple. So, goodbye to 2018. It's a new start. I'm working on my resolutions for this year. I'm writing them down as I think about them. And I will share them with you guys as soon as I know. But I wanted you guys to be updated. So, basically, towards the end of the year, into this year, I quit my job. I've been sick, and I'm basically just taking a mental break right now to get my mind right and just find a career / job that I love. And I know it'll come. There's tons of jobs out there, and I just have to find what's right for me. So I hope you guys are enjoying your new year so far, and I will share my goals and resolutions with you as soon as I get done making my list.